Alright. So in Shuffle, I pretty much always play Arcane Echo. I take one out of Crackling Energy over here, and I'll put it into Echo. And then there's two different types of builds on the left. There's this one with one in Frigid, which you play pretty much into like double melee. But I think since you are fighting, what is it, like Ret? It was Ret Affliction. Yeah. So because you're fighting Ret Affliction, I would take out the slow talent and put it into a cumulative, because the reason why a cumulative is good is whenever you have a barrier active, it's gonna recharge your next barrier quicker. And since you're playing imp barrier talent and you're fighting lock, you just get a lot of value out of that. And you even have mass barrier, so you're getting double value. Like you're able to generate twice the amount. It's good. I see that you just have a little pre-saved build down here called Aeghis. But just so you know, like when you fight casters, you want to take out the slow and put it in here. And then if you fight double melee, you can take it out and put it into the slow. Then yeah, the rest is fine. Nice. Barrage, spell steal, another barrage, perfect so far. So something that's a little bit sketchy when you're fighting a double, or when you're fighting a caster who has a ranged kick like this, is starting the game with like trying to, I guess, tunnel vision your arcane surge is a little bit sketchy. I think you were maybe fishing for precog there, which is fine. Let's just see how it plays out. But yeah, don't tunnel your surge too hard here while he is. You luckily get it off, but like, dude, be prepared into like mages, locks, shamans, stuff that has range interrupts, hunters. Be aware that like starting the game off with surge is fine, but don't tunnel it to the point where you aren't doing any damage until you get it off, because honestly, you should not have gotten that surge off. Like, he has range interrupt for it. Ret is even probably in range to kick you as well. But yeah, sending the first go without surge is fine. Like, if you just Magi Tempest and then started pumping lock, you probably would get packed and Druid Ironbark anyways, which is maybe what you'll get here. You get kicked, look to DB sheep off that. He gets the rep, it's fine. Wings, you peel it, nice. This is good. So far, so good. Barrage here. Oh, he reflects it. So you're trying to purge, I think. It's kind of hard to see your globals because I don't see no, it's fine. So you silence yourself. There's something you can do right here. So when you're fighting a druid who's playing the purge talent, you've purged twice. You can barrier here, and it'll actually take off these stacks, so you can continue purging without getting silenced. You also have been holding on to your harmony a lot, so much so that your tempo stacks have fallen. So you see your arcane tempo here. That's what I would have refreshed right outside of that stun. So you got stunned. Just throw a barrage real quick, just one global barrage to refresh that. See, now you're surging with like 6%, 6 to 10% less haste, which sucks a lot, you know. You're going for CC, it's fine. You're pumping. Now, just that he's like, now that he has a bunch of cooldowns on him, he's essentially what I would consider efficiently traded for the go. So he has enough defensives on him to the point where it's like, it's a fine thing to swap to a different target here. So with the rest of your surge, I would have like thrown this barrage on someone else, and then orb, and then barrage again probably. Instead, you're like trying to spam purge this guy, which is fine too. You know, you probably wouldn't have gotten much by swapping, but it's just like a principle thing more or less than like, oh, this particular example thing. You're trying to sheep wings. It's good. Did we have CS? We did not. Freedoms. What I would do is like always keep this guy on your focus too, because he could this red could have like one to two buffs, and you could just easily like focus spell steal this freedom off, but you just don't even know if that option is available to you because you don't even have a focus frame, I don't think. You could even just target him real quick on the freedom and see if he has any buffs to steal. Quarter sheep. Slow him, but he has freedom up. You're just casting zero charge Arcane Blast, that's fine. So this is like a common situation when you're playing a melee caster into another melee caster. It's like you're gonna be getting ran at like this. You wanna most of the time just hit the target that your other guy is on and try to spam CC this guy. Unless you're playing with like a disc priest, you can attack this third target. Like you can 2v1 him, but a lot of the times, yeah, just try to attack the same guy that your DPS is attacking. He gets hodged. Let's see. So your tempo stacks are good here. You nice Ring of Fire. You get kicked. That's fine though. I would have casted sheep instead of Roth personally, because I mean this red is definitely trolling. So yeah, here's example number 1 of a zero charge Arcane Blast. There's a lot of things that you could have done here instead of casting zero charge Arcane Blast. You have an orb available to you. You could go for his Life Bloom because he has 2 Life Bloom stacks. So it's good to purge Bloom when he has at least 2 or 3 stacks of focus growth. Or you could have even started this interaction with a Ring of Fire as well. Or you could have dispelled your Agony and your Tongues. Like there are so many different globals that could replace this. This is literally never worth it. And then right here, when you're kicked, look at how you don't do anything for the entire duration of the kick. Like you've just missed out on like Ring of Fire into shifting, you know. You do it a little bit late, which is fine. You're again casting zero charge Arcane Blast. Instead of this one, you definitely should have just orbed. Like there's a 2 target bowling lane right here for you. So like just move to the left and orb these guys, and that'll give you 3 charges, and then you can start hard casting Arcane Blast to generate clear castings. You get a clear casting. Yeah. So you need to shifting here as well. Your shifting has been on CD or off CD for a very long time. And look at your damaging cooldowns. They're like almost available. Imagine if during that lockout you shifting here and then you had your Magi right here. Would be perfect. Had no kicks for it either. You could even get your surge off. Yeah. That guy. Nice. Yep. You definitely had a better shimmer pathing right there. Look at this. I think you might be playing with Arcane Momentum on, by the way. I think you might be playing with that like blink talent. Or not talent, but thing that you learned from the trainer. I would go turn that off. Because yeah, you blink like over here, but you're trying to kill this guy and you have limited time because he is coming out of CC. So like blinking on top of this guy, Magi, Tempest, Palm double Arcane Blast to generate clear castings, and then spending your clear castings as you get them, and then potentially even surging late would be what I would do here. But your blink path here is just so, it doesn't put you in the room. Right here I would alter. Final Reckoning is a very, I think you even see it pop up on a weak aura, maybe. Yeah. So this is a really good like tell for when the red is about to kill someone. So right here would be a perfect altar time. You do tank a lot of damn though. Could even wall right here now, but you get kicked. Luckily your healer's a god. And now, let's see. Trying to get your surge off. He ports through it. That was actually insane by him. Another thing with surge too is you just need the surge to go off. It doesn't have to be on the kill target. Like, if this guy... Like, you could do it on anyone, you know? You could have done it on the ret. You could have done it on a treant. Obviously, I didn't even know that guy was going to port. That was insane by that guy. Really well played, actually. But, or actually, no, dude, that wasn't even port. You got Void Elfed on. Holy shit. Unlucky. Because, look, his port's on CD. He just Velfs behind you on the cast. Holy shit, that's tilter. Yeah, so you're about to alter back. Probably like a 20-30% health deficit. Honestly, I think this is still worth it because if you have to cancel your alter when you have a shimmer charge off CD, that is really bad. Like, you're essentially losing an entire shimmer by not altering back. So I like the fact that you're altering back here, even though it's a health deficit. Obviously that could have been, like, this is a sketchy ass situation now. So ultimately you probably had to cancel that alter. It just sucks because you popped alter so late. So your pally bubs. You could wall here to even save, like, since your pally bubs, you probably want to try to hold on to your block, so you should wall here instead. I know it's like sketchy, but wall temp would have saved you here. And then you have shimmer out of line too, because your pally tops you next global with lay on hands. So you get surge off, you magi. I would start tempesting your magi as well, because it's an extra add a little bit of damn. But yeah, you can't actually kill this guy. If you shimmered away here during your missiles, you would have killed him. Because this is kick range for ret. They have like a 12-yard kick range. So shimmer probably like towards the pillar. Fortunately, you get kicked and he does live. Had meld for that coil. But and now your pally gets cloned here, so you still need to wall. You temp. You wall. Good. This is fine. You have one more orb. Nice. Ah, this map sucks, man. Look at this shimmer. Unlucky. Waits for the heal. Nice. Trying to keep him off you. Zero charge Arcane. It's okay. Missile spamming. Nice. This is good. He's almost dead here. If you can live like 4 seconds until your magi, you can kill this guy. So you just need to... Well, you needed to alter a little earlier. Right. Barrier or alter. Like, you should be spamming both of these. Since alter's off GCD, you want to always try to like pair it with another one. Because now your barrier gets broken. If you had alter at 34% here, that would be crazy. Because now you dip down to 2%. You alter back to 30. But instead you just die. And then that would have gotten you to your magi window. And then you could have, you would have been like back here. You magi tempest. And then you shimmer to the pillar. And you missiles weave in and out. So that's something that you need to do whenever you have your missiles. Because you're getting kicked on a lot of clear castings. And that's why you're doing TBC levels of damage. Because you're just getting kicked on what does the most damage. So, like, right here, you have double shimmer. And this ret is just kind of like teeing off on you, right? But you want to be on a pillar when you have these clear castings. Because what that'll let you do is it'll let you peek in and out. If that makes any sense. Here. So if this is like a pillar and this is Mr. Ret Pally right here and this is you, and you have 3 stacks of clear casting, you run out here, you start the clear casting, and then you go back towards the pillar. So you start the clear casting, then you run back towards the pillar. So you just literally peek out for 1 second, start the clear casting, then line. So that's going to stop the lock from ever kicking you. That's going to stop the rep from ever kicking you. Like, that's just the basic idea behind getting your damage off always. And clear castings are how you kill people. You know, it's like your biggest damage. So very important to get those off. Sorry, Mage, on all time on you, XD. Alright, so let's get some barrages out on war. Good. I wish I would have said it. I was literally about to say most warriors at this rating are going to charge bolt you. So just be prepared to meld it. No CDs. Yeah, so I'm just going to Nova this guy and then blink away now. Nova. Spell steal. Try to sheep him. Nice. Really good, dude. Alright, now get in. Now, what I would have done is I would have shimmered on top of the lock and started casting on him. But it's fine that you go to the warrior yourself, ultimately, because you, I mean, this lock's like already traded, so it's actually kind of nice that you're going warrior, because you're going to get more cooldowns here. I would recommend starting to Tempest your Magi, though, because, I mean, honestly, you're not playing with Arcane Echo, which is probably why you're not doing it. But, yeah, like I said, in the talents, you should be Arcane Echo, and then whenever you put Tempest on someone, that's going to tick for the Tempest damage, and then it's also going to tick for the Echo damage, so it's like double damage. I'm not sure the damage per second. I believe it's like somewhere around 10k, so it's an extra added 10k DPS, I believe, or a little bit lower than that maybe, but it's very good, so start doing that. Warbreaker. This is a good altar time right here, as soon as your barrier is broken. Nice, you avoid the dot. That would alter as soon as your barrier is broke. No. You alter really late, always. Okay. Ring of Fire is good. Spamming Barrage, good. You barrier. You're casting 0 charge Arcane Blast instead of shifting power your Magi back. Dude. Yeah, so this is perfect too, because like look at how much shit is on cooldown. Like your barrier is on cooldown, I believe. Where is it on your bars? I can't even tell. I'm gonna assume because I can't see it, it's on cooldown. And then like all your damage is on cooldown. If you would have altered when you were supposed to, that would have been on CD. Your Ring of Fire is on cooldown, so you have a Shimmer Charge on CD. So this is the perfect shifting power here. But instead we're casting 1 charge Arcane Blasts and looking for DB Sheeps. Nice, thank God you refreshed your tempo there. I was about to fall. Decent altar. You have CS for that clone. Good. Alright. Nice. You go back. I would Tempest here. So your Magi, and then you just line with it. You're shifting off now. You shoot the lock. You get cloned with CS. So this is perfect. This is something I learned from playing Wrath, by the way. So in Wrath, Wrath is kind of a hard expansion for Mage because you have a lot of utility. So one thing I learned in Wrath is the timing of this. So look at this sheep. So like this sheep and then this CS should be back to back, ideally. I know he just started that clone, but basically where I was going with the whole Wrath thing is you would have to deep one and then blanket CS the other one. So this is exactly what you would do in that expansion. Is like you would sheep one and then instantly CS the other one. And playing Wrath did teach me that, and this applies to this exact situation. So I need you to see this too. It's like Use sheep, and the reason why you are looking now to CS the druid is to stop the dispel on the lock. So this would have been perfect because you would have kicked the druid. Now he can't dispel the lock or heal his warrior. And you guys have really good pressure right now, to be honest. So that would have actually probably, I don't want to say would have won you the game, but that is a game-winning play to get that double CC with sheep 1, kick 1. So this kind of sucks because your ramp fell a lot. Like your tempo falls here. You don't really have any damage yet. No clear castings. People are full hot. You get a rep here. So this is a 1 stack bloom. Warrior still has parry and Lock still has wall. So kind of good to just go whoever here. Nice. I would just shimmer and cast surge on that guy instead of sheeping him. But where he gets out. CS that and now surge him. Yeah, just kind of holding on to your dam for a while. Okay. That's skin, so I would probably just DB sheep this guy now. He lets you free sheep. And now this is sketchy again. Remember, the lock has kick here. So I'm okay with you going for a 1 surge pump cast, but honestly, the fact you don't get CS here makes me really angry because you got away with doing something you shouldn't have. Like, this surge is really sketchy because lock just has kick. So, like, I'm okay with you canceling that cast, like, right here, like, pump faking it. Especially because he just saw your sheep cast before, and he's already in his head thinking, like, at least a good warlock here would be thinking, like, I already missed the CS on the sheep, I'll get him on the next cast. Somehow, this guy just completely forgets he has kick, so you get it off. What I would have done here is if he didn't kick the surge, you just go with Magi, and then recast sheep, but with ring, and that'll force him to kick frost, and then you can resheep with Arcane after the lockout, and then you can get your surge off late. That would have been a really good play in a lobby where shit is supposed to happen. So yeah, you're taking a lot of damage here, but you do have sack on you, so I like that you're trying to greed your wall here. You could tell because of the buff overlay thing. You could maybe trade temp though. Temp is a really minor CD now that it's affected by dampening again, and the fact that it got nerfed. So don't be afraid to shove temp when you have other defensives on you. That's what it's there for. It's there to make. It's like, don't think of it as, oh, I have sack, I don't want to overlap temp. Temp is literally bis for whenever you have like a minor dam reduc on you. This is Warbreaker, could be a decent altar here, but you're kiting him out, so it's fine. Or your Agony at some point in this game too. More casts uninterrupted, nice. Got the kill though. There's another example right here. So you're casting sheep, insta kick right here. Can't get kicked on your upcoming casts, and then you can just still one shot this warrior. So yeah, another example of that wrath thing that I was telling you about. Where's the meld, man? Where's the meld? Charge bolt. I'm telling you, every warrior does that shit at low ratings. Bladestorm. I would just alter here. Actually, no, that's bad. I would temp. You get the sheep, you surge. On the Arcane Blast. One more. Now shimmer away with this next one. Never mind, he's not looking at you. Okay. So you have a 10 stack Harmony, but you don't have any Arcane charges. So you want to orb here first before you send in a barrage. But you send in your barrage first, which kind of sucks. How do you have no charges here though? Okay, so you need to change this with your damage rotation. Is right now you have 0 charges because you just sent Arcane Barrage. Now, ideally you want to barrage, or you want to orb and get your charges back before you start sending these clear castings, because it creates this awkward gap in your dam where you have to do it the other way. Like you have to missiles. There's no issue with missiling without charges, but now you just can't throw your harmony when you want to. You have to do an orb global first, and honestly they are stacked nicely for it, so it would have been fine. But yeah, so you get full charges there. Just wish you would have had that for your 10 stack harmony. This is Warbreaker and Final Reckoning on you, and your healers in CC, and we haven't altered still. Final Reckoning, I see Charge Root on Warrior, which means Warrior's about to connect. Like, not even having to think about this. I agree that, like, you can't think about, you don't go like, okay, Warrior, charge me, okay, Final Reckoning, Pally's casting Repentance, okay, so what should I do here? I should probably, you're not, like, thinking about it like that. You just know, because you heard your fucking Warbreaker weak aura. You see the red has wings up. Like, that alone is going to be enough of a tell that, okay, these are major offensive cooldowns. Let me just alter because I'm high HP. Yeah, blink away. Displace. I would have displaced. So you want to do it like, you want to do, so with Warriors, you want to trade your mobility almost instantly, because you can see he gets a global on you, he chunks you, and then he charges you and gets another global on you and chunks you. But if you had blinked here and you know that he has more mobility to get to you, like you should already know that. By the way, I think you have some sort of double auras showing here, because it shows wings twice and then it like kind of covers some kind of add-on issue. But yeah, you want to like use your, like on this charge, what I'm doing here is I'm displacing already. Like I'm not locked on GCD here. I was holding my global. But honestly, I would have altered. I'm just saying, like, in your case. You could even wall too. Like, dude, you have so many defensives that you gotta just use before your block. Yep, nice. Come out, look for sheep. So this is actually good what you did, but you have to realize that whenever you're doing the orb, oh, I see. So you just unlucky and got an orb barrage proc. So there's this thing in the game where whenever you cast a sheep, you can be spamming a global like you are now, like orb, and it actually won't break it, but it only works if you're stacked. So the fact that there's distance here for you, this orb will break it. So try to aim your camera a little bit more to the right next time here, so that if you do get that orb barrage proc, since you're not at the correct distance, that this won't break it. Yeah, hopefully next time that doesn't break. Wall here, nice. Shitty altar. So I would just try to fish for a ring of fire right now, because you have like some free time while you're waiting for your health to either dip lower or you're waiting for your altar to expire. But instead you open up your PvP pane. That happens. So now you have Ironbark. Just imagine now when you see this button on you, you are immortal. So go ham now. I would start the interaction with Ring of Fire. So basically what you can think about when there's damage globals is like, I think of Arcane's damage as like, there are preemptive globals you can do to increase your DPS. So Ring of Fire is a really good way to start interactions. So you can just start this go with Ring of Fire. If you get kicked, then you can just go into your Magi like normal. But I think going for it first to start to generate pressure is really good. Because now just imagine, like right now, you only have a Magi on this guy. And then it's like, if you put Tempest up, okay, well now you have Magi Tempest. Okay, well now imagine if you had a Ring of Fire up. Now you have Magi, you have Tempest, and you have Ring of Fire. So you've just like min-maxed your damage a lot there, because the Ring of Fire is going to tick, the Tempest is going to tick. Now you have those kind of dots in the background that are going to add to your burst whenever you start missing and palm blasting and stuff. So that's why your scoreboard damage is so low, because you aren't setting up your damage in a way that is allowing you to do your best damage rotation. It kind of feels like your damage is just like, it kind of feels like you are, I don't know. It's just like palm double arcane blast with Magi every 45 seconds. Clear casting whenever you accidentally get them. And then like between now and it's just sheeping and stuff. So try to focus more on like setting up your goes decently, and not getting kicked on your missiles ever, like in the first round. Like you want to be weaving in and out of pillars and shimmering away when you're casting them if you have a melee on you. So you go for Ring of Fire after the fact, which is fine because it's still damn regardless, but it's just less damn on the go now, like less valuable. You kite them back through it too. But nice barrier. Light temp, good. Really good. Now, yeah, good. And then, so when you see that you only have one shimmer left, you need to be thinking about displace a little bit more, because that's going to be your get out of jail free card when you have no mobility. So I probably would have like you're kind of leaving your displace beacon right there, and even that's fine. Now you want to kite them away from that beacon so that displace becomes an ability that you can use. Like, see, now they're both on you, and if you pressed it here, it would have been insane because it would have brought you back. Instead you alter, that's chill. It's good. Casting sheep, surge, it's fine. Oh, the Magi into the clone was not fine though. Okay, you get kicked even though you had a shimmer. You get hodged. If you land a sheep on heals here, it's game over, maybe. A little bit late on that kick on Searing Glare, but good try. Okay. Zero charge Arcane Blast. So yeah, you definitely hold on to your shifting a lot too. Let's, like right here, you could even do it while you're kicked on Arcane. Yeah. Sheep him. I don't know though, you're playing with Affliction. So you just sheeped off like some dots. I feel like when you play with Affliction, you kind of just want to parse a lot. You can sheep heals though. So you almost have your Magi back, and this is good because you have 3 clear castings. Please, dear God, refresh that tempo. God damn it. Okay, it's fine. So yeah, Nether, or Magi, Tempest. Ideally, you have your tempo up still here too, which would be insane. Big missiles, and then now since you're at 10 stack Harmony, you don't want to use this 3rd clear casting. You would probably want to do Palm double Arcane Blast because he's not in execute range. So Palm double Arcane Blast. Now you can barrage here to spend your Harmony. Don't do missiles again. You try to Roth. No, you gotta just be pumping, bro. Like right here, you still have a lot of dam, so you gotta be pumping. Yeah, you gotta spend that Harmony. Oh, he's almost in execute range too, dude. Just imagine if that entire time though you were doing dam. Like, see how close that game was. You still had a lot of damage left in the tank too. Like you had an execute barrage in the air right there. So you were actually 1 or 2 globals away from winning, but you kind of wasted a global or 2 right here. Like, what is this ring global? And then you sheep the healer quarter. And keep in mind you have mobility. So even though you only have 1 shimmer, you also have your altar time. You can double click your altar for another shimmer here too. So you have double shimmer available to you. But instead you like walk at him, which also loses you a lot of time. I'll let that one Arcane Blast. I'll let that one slide. Yeah, so this is good. You're at 2 tempo stacks. You have Ring of Fire on him. Right now, just cast Surge. Lock's not even in your line. To kick it, just Surge, Magi, Tempest. Spend your clear castings, pawn double Arcane Blast. Instead, you go in for CC. He trinkets even though he has sack up. Oh my god, my eyes, bro. Yeah, so right here, I think you could benefit a lot from... I like that you're going for CC. I think this is the hardest part about Mage, is learning the balance of when to dam and when to go for CC. So right now, you need to recognize that this is positionally very good for you. You are uninterruptible where you're at, and these people are giving you, basically, they're presenting themselves as, the warrior at least, is presenting himself as a free target dummy. It's free value. Even if you go in for CC here, like the reason why going in for CC is bad right here is because you're making your position worse. Like you're playing on top of them, which isn't a bad thing, but it is a bad thing when you still need to get your surge off. So right here, this is just a free real estate surge. Instead, pushing on them kind of like makes your situation a lot worse, because for one, you could probably get interrupted here. And then let's say from that, you even get sack, which is like a good trade. Making Pally use sack on non-damage, like using it to avoid a CC, is good, but you would have gotten sack through damage anyways, and then you could just swap lock. So yeah, you're trying to cast your surge, you kick him, so now he can't kick you. That's good. I would start hitting warrior here now because his sack is over. I wouldn't go on the lock here because he still has pact, and you've already forced cooldowns on war, so it's just better to like keep going war now that his cooldowns are over. Trinket that, yep. Nice. Now this is a good barrage. So whenever you get to your 10 stack harmony, you want to just, since you have orbs, you can easily get your charges back. So just send the barrage here. That's going to refresh your tempo if you were being good with your tempo. And then you can easily get your charges back for your next set of clear castings or your next blasts with this orb, because you have a nice bowling lane right here of targets too. Instead, you send more missiles, which is a loss in value because you can only get up to 10 harmony stacks anyways. You throw it now, you orb. You could aim those orbs a little bit more consciously too. Like, I haven't really commented on this, but yeah, you kind of aim it. It luckily hits everyone. Everyone walks into it, but just like other orbs I've seen throughout the game, you could think about where you're facing more to make sure you're maximizing the amount of targets you hit. The more targets you hit with your orb, the more charges you get. So nice Ring of Fire. Now here, I would just start triple parsing. Like, you have triple Ring of Fire out. Just try to do as much damage as you can. Like, right here, I would shifting back my Magi, and then I would Magi Tempest and just start going ham. Like, they're triple stacked. The Echo is going to tick on everybody. This is like pretty prime position. Yeah, look at your damage difference this game. Like, can you see how much better this game is in terms of dam for you? And you still messed up a lot. Like, you could easily be at 120k DPS right now. You could easily be doubling your DPS. For sure. That orb was really low value. Look at this. You single target orb a Pally when all you have to do to make this orb actually good is turn your camera just a little bit. Like, now that you're stacked on them, just look over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the Pally right here. This is you. You're on top of him. But there's two, like, you don't want to just send your orb into him and get one when there's two other targets over here. You could easily just turn your camera and then the orb still hits. Like, if you're right here and you orb like that, it's still gonna, it has a stacked hitbox. So it's gonna hit whatever is stacked on you. So it's still going to hit the pally, and it's also going to hit these people and give you full charges instead of 2. Because now this is awkward. Because you don't want to send in another barrage, because then now you're double barraging for 1 set of combo points. So now you have to send in a 2 combo point 10 stack Harmony, which is way less value. Get bubble there. Casting sheep. I don't think you're very aware of kicks either, by the way. I mean, you're getting away with it this game because the lock also isn't aware that he has a kick, but I think you're pretty decent with your kick. There was the things that we've obviously talked about and that you've missed. But you're at least pressing it. Like, you're not like this lock where you just don't have it keybound. So I like that. That's good. These are fine arcane blasts. Missiles. It's fine that you push on top of them here too. Instead of double shimmering, I probably would have displaced the second the warrior got on me, because since the lock already ported away, you want to think about your shimmers as like, you don't want to overcommit them. So you've already committed one. The lock port's in the room now. You don't want to use your second one like you are here. So what I would have done is displaced. And then you could use that second shimmer to actually get to the lock or do whatever you want, to be honest. So now you can't even get to this lock if you wanted to. You started hitting warrior, which is fine. You reshoot pally. 1 charge arcane blast. I would have replaced this with a ring of fire into a shifting power to get your damaging cooldowns back, but more arcane blasts. Let's try to get a ring of fire down pretty soon. Nice. Blink execute barrage. Oh, so something you can do here, you might have even killed him. Let me see. Yeah, so if you shimmer on top of the warrior right here and you press execute barrage. Actually, wait, you don't have any arcane charges, do you? No, you do. Okay. Actually, he's not in execute range. You wouldn't have killed him. But something you can do is barrage snapshots. So if you have a warrior who has 34% HP, let me just draw something. I don't know why I feel the need to draw it, but let's say this warrior right here is 34% and execute barrage is 35%. If you throw a barrage as he is, and you've already thrown it, so like he hits 34%, you see that number, you throw a barrage, and then he gets healed to like up here, like 50%. Barrage is still gonna count as if it's an execute barrage. It snapshots at this HP. So when you throw it, it snapshots whatever HP and buffs he has. So let's say this warrior was an execute right here, and you shimmer on top of him, and you throw execute. It won't count. Like, it would have gone through parry, and it would have gone through any heals he would have gotten, because it's snapshots. So you could have one-shot that warrior through his cooldowns right there, maybe. Something I do is if I have an execute barrage, I'll blink into them melee range so that it snapshots. Oh, basically the reason why you're shimmering on top of them is so it doesn't have a travel time. So you're trying to catch him at low HP. So he's at 38%. He wouldn't have died. I'm just saying, like, that's something you can look out for, is you can blink on top of people so barrage doesn't have a travel time. Gives them less time to get healed, less time for, defensives to go up. It just looks like that situation. Like, I'm not saying that situation was one of them, but that one gave me like deja vu of a couple times I've had to do that. Good old DB into clone. You can kick lock here and get your surge off. Ring of fire, you surge. The lock lets you. You kick tears. Oh my god, kicking tears wins you game here. Unfortunate. Yeah, good block. Get a sheep here. He's off DR. And then palm double arcane blast. Magi breaks it. It's unfortunate. You can cast a re though. Probably just missiles to get your harmony into execute barrage though. Yep, execute. Nice. Good shit. Pally trinkets, CS rep. The pally trinkets there to rep your druid, so you gotta be kicking that, and that also generates you insane offensive pressure. Surge, and then he kicks you. Damn, this pally's outplaying you. Go for a double ring of fire here because they're both stacked. It's okay to use a global of your Magi. Like, it's okay that you didn't ring of fire earlier. Like, getting your surge off here is good. Magi into missiles is good. Now that you're kicked, just ring of fire right here. Like, would be such a good ring of fire if you placed it like right here. Like, that blast wave doesn't do anything, you know? Just replace that global. Nice kick. Actually, I would have kicked Tears. Probably. Tears Deliverance. Very, very, very high value kick. Nice. You could still be angling those better. Those orb barrages and orbs. Oh my god, that orb just gave me a heart attack. Look at this. Look at this orb right here, bro. Oh shit. Kicked on Arcane. You have Ring of Fire, Mass Barrier, and you have Shifting. Good. Good, good, good. Sheep that guy. Yep. You could have done the Wrath thing where you, at the end of your sheep, you CS. Right here. Boom. CS. Generates you crazy pressure. Bubbles it. I would probably alter. Just because your druid doesn't have Iron Bark and Bubble's been popped, so he has like free uptime on you. Probably these. Mass Barrier is fine. You don't want to temp over your fresh barrier like that, by the way, because temp only heals. Actually, they broke through your barrier really quickly, but just so you know, temp doesn't heal damage taken through barrier. It only heals actual HP dam. It's a clone. Nice. You have Magi off this. What can you start? You don't have Ring of Fire yet. It's not worth shifting right now, so probably just try to Magi Tempest and then Shimmer to Pillar, so you can more freely spend your clear castings after you get them. Would be what I would do. Yeah, you need to turn off that Arcane blink shit too. This thing where it's like blinks in the direction that you're moving. If you really do prefer having that on, then that's fine, but like it just seems very silly. This way's back, sure. Go for a full sheep. 0 charge Arcane Blast when you have Magi. You also need to Ring of Fire. Also, you sheeped red here when Pally H-Pal was a way better sheep here. Look, off DR, Bubble falls. Full sheep Pally here, and you probably just win game because you didn't have Trinket or Bubble. Lock doesn't have Wall or Pact, and you have all your dam. Rat sacks him, but that wouldn't save him. Hopefully you get the sheep in a sec, maybe. Or blinks, yes. Oh, sheep. Good. Magi, palmed out Arcane Blast. Now he has a kick here, so what I would have done is on this Missiles cast, Shimmer over here, so he can't CS you. Obviously, this guy has proven that he isn't going to do that, but I want you to also succeed in other lobbies too. So, full sheep, your guy, like, honestly, going for the resheep here is not worth it with how many damage globals you need to do. You just got to hope your guy casts Clone and use Shimmer to get your missiles off, and then you execute Barrage, and then you win. Yeah, nice. So like I said, missling out of line here would have been insane because every other lock at any other rating is going to Trinket CSU on these missiles. But if you start them and then run around a pillar, obviously that can't happen. Nice. So this is good because you have tempo charges. I think trying to DB ring Druid without Arcane Tempo is sketchy, but the Druid also has dots, so you should have him on your focus frame here and see that he has dots, but you don't. You just DB him, realize he has dots late, it breaks, and then he shifts it. So at this point, just go for CC, bro. Just start, or go for dam, not CC. So this is good. Surge into Magi, into missiles. Right here, perfect time to throw a barrage because you refresh. You have 10 harmonies, and then I really want you to refresh this because this is a 5-stack tempo, bro. And I don't want you to watch this video and then go into your next game and think, okay, I gotta keep up 5-stack tempo always. It's just right there. It just made so much rotational sense to just put Magi there, or to put Barrage there, because you already have, like, you're off GCD. You might as well just claim your free 10% haste, because you already have a 10-stack Harmony, 4 combo points. You're off global. You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't think you have to always. You have to just recognize when, like, in this example, it's just rotationally the correct ability to press next. It's just the most value that you could get out of a single GCD. Yeah, I was gonna say, since you're not getting trained, you need to play very aggressively this game. So you get the sheep, probably look to get a Ring of Fire pretty soon too, instead of these 0 charge Arcane blasts. Yep, Ring of Fire, then probably shift here. I would barrier and then shift maybe. Get your dam back. Shifting back your kick is huge too. Like, if you could get your kick on CB right there and then shift, that would have been insane. Because when you shifting back your kick, it doesn't like show on other people's Omni bars. So you're gonna kick that guy. His Omni bar is gonna show 20-second cooldown, and then you're gonna shift it back, and he's gonna think you don't have it still. Zero charge Arcane blasts, missiles, barrage with 2 stacks. Oh my god, you're doing negative damage. Like, you're not doing negative dam, but when you're free casting like this, your damage should look a lot different. Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway here in terms of DPS is you just don't shifting a lot. Like, you gotta shifting your dam back instead of doing these piss Arcane blasts. Oh, that sucks. It's all good. Alright, bro. I hope you got some shit. If you have any questions, let me know on Discord.